Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
I just wanted us to go through some of the propaganda that has been going on. You know, some people were telling me to say, no, you should tell the UPND to reduce on the propaganda because they are doing so much propaganda and, you know, they're making things worse. But what I've found out, what I've discovered, especially in these what I've seen really is that I think there is too much propaganda coming from if I could put it, the PF than from the UPND. I mean, truth be told, there is so much propaganda coming from the PF more than, you know, what is coming from the UPND. I'm not saying that from the UPND there is no propaganda. There is propaganda as well. There are things that they are writing which are not true, but there is so much propaganda coming from the PF. Wow, guys. Now muchilamo, you are writing so many, false things. You are even sitting in your groups. You are even sitting into your groups, discussing. If you have the problem is I don't know, I don't understand, because anyway, even kuli ba UPND na kwena sometimes ngabaini ka propaganda, ngabala panga ka propaganda, they will make a propaganda and then they will just believe in it and they will be busy discussing it. Same kuli ba PF. PF now wapanga propaganda and they will be busy discussing it. Ukula iwepa. Ero walikwata na ulia analyst wabo ulia uwa wakwati ninganga ulia. Uyo mwaiche uyo mkashana ulia. Wakwati ninganga. Ngaikala moku vuka. Ala vuke vya kuvuka. Avuka. Mwekatate na mushufondelanda. Iwe mkashana tekanya. Guys, munavepa bad. Elonga wa asukako by manama emotions. Instead of responding to you to the issues that you have raised, they'll just be there insulting. Kwa isa join nakona wapatiri wa mfiaro katuishinga finish ba mkuchita kufiaro fiaboko wapatiri wa father na bona bo balife chimbi balife mumbi fie guys, I mean, mwilaive pefi mulapanga, you create stories mwayapanga and you be busy there discussing. Imwe bantu imwe. Why me? Nava mwipaya. Nava mwika mwi acid. Shana. Imwe. Teka nyeni. Uyo ine why me mulera ndapo. Why me nava mwipaya? Why me whatever. Wale msunga ni nani? Alekala kuisa why me? Because by the time you are coming to a certain conclusion, mufuire mwapanga, mwakwata konto nkane, ili ashofoli konkere. You follow events. These are the events chronologically. And those events must be real, not imaginary. Those events must be real, not imaginary. Shanshani, Bamba, Babika Nama CCTV. CCTV camera. These are police officers. These are police officers from Zambia. I'm a pictures, I CCTV. You can't even identify anyone. You can't even identify anyone. You can't even identify the place. And they say, these are the CCTV. Imwe. Wakapokolewa ile musenda. Eba mulisendele. Bamuleta. After Bamuleta, they tortured him. When they tortured him, why me died? Because they were torturing him. Afterwards, they dissolved him in acid. Na papata. Ale ikala kuisa why me. Twebe ni fishinka. Ale ikala kuisa why me. Twebe ni fishinka. Tell us, where was why me staying? And who was he staying with? So that we know, we at least give us some facts, Not ufife weka motora na parliament, I mean, some of you by MP, you are wasting too much of taxpayers' money because in parliament you are paid by taxpayers' money, and you go and waste your time and our resources asking stupid questions, asking nonsensical questions. If you could Madam Speaker, it has been reported on social media that why me, whatever is dead. Come on. An MP? You won't come back to parliament. A lot of you are not going to come back to parliament. A lot of your political lives are ending next year. They are ending. Why me? First of all, you need to tell us why me. Who has complained? Who has complained to Tariko? Because how can you convince us to say this why me was abducted and has been killed, when in the first instance you can't tell us where he was staying, where he's missing? Where is he missing? Where is he missing? Where is he missing? And there are people who know where I stay, such that if I disappear, I am not here. There will be people that will be able to tell you to say, Tayari alei kalapa. And yes, from Katushinga Sunday, from whatever date, he has not been here. He is not here. There is here, I've got where I stay, here where I stay. And if I disappear, there will be people that will come and say, we have not seen Tayari. There will be people in your first place, before you start accusing Wakapokola, to say Wakapokola they have killed that kind of insulting boy. Tell us, where was he staying? And what has happened there? Who is saying they haven't seen him? I'm giving you an example because it is assumed that Waimi was staying out of Zambia. So if you are staying out of Zambia, my question is, ngalekala ukine ku Zimbabwe, alekala na banani? Alekala na banani? Ni pesa alekala. Who is complaining to say, why me is not here? Who is complaining? Give us those details first. And if somebody is complaining to say, no, he's not here, can somebody tell us a story? How did he leave home? In here, if I leave, I mean, there are people that will tell you to say, no, he left. He left and, well, they might not know where I've gone, but they will tell you to say, he left on such a time. He left on such a time. And since then, he hasn't come back. What about why me? On which day did he leave that, wherever he was staying? Who is complaining? That is my first thing. And I'm being logical here. I am being logical. I am trying to help you think. You cannot just be jumping around and start making wild accusations from nowhere. Number one, Ale Karakwisa, why me? Number two, who has complained to say why me is not here? Is not here. Who has complained? When did he leave? Where was he going? Eh? Before you start giving us pictures, IRCCTV, see, these are police officers that abducted Waimi. I mean, let's hear real people, not fake pictures when they post. You're posting fake pictures and people are believing. Hey. No, there was this girl that called him, hey, and then they went to meet and whatever. Who is telling that story? Who is telling that story? That story of that girl. Who is telling that story? Who is telling that story? Who is telling that story to say, why me left and he said he's going to meet such a girl and he was going to meet this girl upper so. And since then he has not come back. Who is telling that story? No, Koswe has reported. Kalemba, not Kalemba. Actually, there's another whatever they are calling. Anyway, UPND, whatever. And you know, Koswe is run by Hamasaka. So when Hamasaka reports, it is true. Imwe. Koswe alalembe fintu fingi. Koswe alalembe fintu fingi. And whatever he writes, I mean, it's up to you to believe it or not. As for me, I don't even bother. I am not bothered. How many false things has Koswe written on many people? Why don't you believe? How many things has Koswe written on Edgar Lungu? How many things has Koswe written on a number of people? And Watchdog, by the way. And Watchdog. How many things do they write? Why don't you believe some of the things that they write? Why don't you believe when they write about corruption, that such and such is a corrupt person, such and such is the corrupt person? Why don't you believe that? Why don't you believe? Who believes Koswe? Who believes Koswe, for goodness sake? Who believes Koswe? But because it fits into your narrative, you want to believe it. You want to quote Koswe. You want to go to parliament and quote Koswe. When Koswe writes about you to say, you killed Ruth Mpundu, you say, no, Koswe is lying. Yeah? When Koswe writes about you to say, so and so killed Ruth Mpundu, you say, no, Koswe is a fake whatever media. You can't believe Koswe. You can't believe Koswe. But when they write about this useless boy, you jump around. No, Koswe has written. Hello? So should we also believe that you killed this young lady? Should we believe? Because really, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Some of these media, some of these pages, I mean, you accept whatever they write at your own risk. You accept whatever they write at your own risk. And you keep saying, hey, this page is run by Hamasaka. I mean, you must know that, I mean, there are a number of pages which were started by different people, and they have moved on. For example, this Watchdog, do you know who started Watchdog? Because you keep talking about, I don't know, Hamasaka runs Koswe. Hamasaka runs Koswe. Do you know who started the Watchdog? Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that I strongly doubt. I'm not saying, no, it is not true. But what I want to tell you is that when I read the stories on Koswe, I really doubt that those stories are written by Hamasaka. I really doubt that those stories are written by Hamasaka. At the same time, I really doubt that Hamasaka in State House is still writing on those blogs. I really doubt. I really doubt, unless this guy is so useless, unless this guy is so petty, that he would be sitting in State House and still continue typing to my stories on Causeway. I really doubt. I really doubt. He may have started it. He may have started it, yes. He may have started it, but I think he may have moved on. I'm sure that page is just being run by some Tuma operatives like many of you, in opposition. I am very sure. I'm very sure. Yes, he may give them to my stories here and there, but, to come and make it to say, no, to speak with the absolute certainty. To speak with absolute certainty. No, that page is run by Hamasaka. He's the one that writes. Well, if you want to believe that, that's for you. That's for you. But for me, as much as I may not like Hamasaka, Hamasaka is not my friend. He's not my friend. Hamasaka is not my friend. Nothing. I've got nothing to do with Hamasaka. But really, a guy sitting in State House, writing those stories on Causeway, I mean, just think of it, how frequent they come. Causeway updates, they update very often. Where would somebody get the time, honestly? Where would somebody get the time? You are sitting in State House and you are busy updating the page like that. I mean, as much as you may not like the guy, but sometimes kuba ko very reasonable. Because even myself, if I were to get a job, here kwa Hamasaka, working in State House, you can't expect me to be updating my page the way I do. You can't. You can't expect me. Yes, my page will still remain because, of course, I mean, that is coming, of course. That is coming. That is coming. Very soon I'll be working in government. Very soon. I'm not saying I'll be working in government. I'm just saying working in government. Government does not belong to Aka in the Government belongs to the people of Zambia. And leaders come and go. Leaders come and go. So don't take it to say, no, he's joining Waka in the I doubt Waka in the would give me a job. I know better. I know better. Muntu andi. Waka in the kumpera job win. I know better. But anyway, the point is that even myself, the way I'm running this page, if I were to have a job in government, I don't think I would be able to do as much as I do. Then there is another argument, even in Watchdog, for example. The people that started Watchdog, they have moved on. I don't want to mention their names because one of them is my brother. So, bias. I'm not gonna talk about who opened the Causeway because one of them is my brother. So Naland inshallah and the bias stuff. But they have moved on. Because anyway, even Hamasaka was part of Watchdog. He was part of Watchdog, but now, I mean, he's not. But Causeway, you keep saying, hey, now that's why they arrest these people, but they don't arrest Causeway. How many people are running pages and they have not been arrested? How many? There are so many pages that are running things against the government, that are writing falsehood, but they are still there. There are a number of pages that are actually there. They are there. And I mean, they have not been, the people that are behind those pages, they have not been arrested. Because some of them, they are not even within Zambia. They are not within Zambia. PF struggled with Watchdog. They tried to arrest Hamasaka. Did they manage? No, they didn't. So, imwe by PF, because the argument that you are using is that no, this page is run by Hamasaka. That's why Zikta has not arrested them. So, never come pusher. Imwe by PF, when you are in power, Watchdog was very stubborn, was very mischievous, and it was being run by different people, and one of them is Hamasaka, by the way. When you were in power, how come you failed to arrest Hamasaka? Why did you fail? Why did you fail to close Watchdog? You failed to close Watchdog in. So, was Watchdog then being run by people in government? Was Watchdog being run by Amosi? Eh? I mean, you failed. You failed to close Watchdog. How come this time around you say no, Koswe is not closed because it is run by the people in State House? Basically, my point is that, I mean, some of these pages, it is just difficult to close them down. It is difficult. Even myself, if I want to be cantankerous, even my page, they managed to close it when I was in Zambia. I think by that time, Mark Zuckerberg. But it is not easy sometimes to have the pages brought down. It's not easy. So that argument doesn't work. So you can't say because it was reported by Koswe, and Koswe is very reliable. It is reliable because it is run by Hamasaka. Hamasaka is in State House, and in State House, this is why even Zikta does not close it. It doesn't hold water from my point of view. That kind of argument doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove anything. Whatever they wrote it. They wrote it. Whatever they wrote. No, even Kalemba reported it. Kalemba consistently kept on saying our source, our source, our source, our source. Meaning they were not sure. They were quoting a source who had told them. But Kalemba, they never said, but police have told us. No, they kept on saying our source, our source, our source. And yes, Kalemba is credible. Kalemba is very credible. The people that write on Kalemba are well known, are people that we know. It's very credible. And they reported according to their source. According to their source. They didn't say Bakapokoleva Landa, no. So at which point did you believe that the police are the ones holding Waimi? At which point? At which point are you holding the police responsible of Waimi? At which point, where is the police coming in? Where is the police coming in? Because some social media pages reported like that, then it becomes real. Let's not have selective belief on issues. Some of these pages, we know that these pages, I mean, really, they are not credible. Accepting things from them, it is at your own risk. And even when Kalemba, a credible media house, writes, when they say our source, it means they are telling you to say, treat this message carefully. We have not verified it. It is just a source that has told us. But you take it as a gospel truth. Now a source has told us. But it's up to you to take it or leave it. But when because it fits in your agenda, you go, hey, the police, they have killed him. They have killed him. At which point, where are the police coming in? At which point can you confidently say, here is where the police are coming from? Apart from the stories that you are getting from some of these media houses which are not credible. Media pages, actually Facebook pages or social media pages. At which point are you bringing in the police? Give us some evidence. And this is what I was asking in one of these groups. I was even asking that priest. I was even asking that priest, what is the evidence? And he tells me, hey, what about you? Do you have evidence that Makebi Zulu wants to become president? I mean, what illogical thinking from a priest. Illogical thinking from a priest. I'm telling you, you are saying that why me Nafwa? Can you give me evidence? And you come with a question to say, what about you? Do you have evidence that Makebi Zulu is wants to become president? Does that make sense? I am asking, give me evidence to show that your why me is dead. Give me evidence. And an entire priest comes up and say, no, what about you? Do you have evidence that Makebizu wants to become president? Does that make sense? Eh? Is that how you can prove an argument? Is that the philosophy that you learned? Is that the logic that you learned in the seminary? Eh? And come on, this nonsense of, yes, I'm a Catholic. But, I mean, it doesn't make that, even in the Catholic Church, we don't say the priests are all righteous. No. Neither do we say that the priests and everybody else, even the archbishops, are infallible. No. No, they are human beings like us. And they have got emotions. And sometimes they argue from their emotions. Even priests, they have got political parties that they support. They have got political leaders that they support. That's why you see them when a certain political leader is arrested, you will see them there. You will see them. When others are arrested, you won't see them there. Because they have got friends, they are human beings. They are human beings. So, I am not one of those that we will take. No. He's a priest. Don't argue with him. No. If the priest can also be wrong. The priest is a priest to me, is a priest, and I will respect when he's celebrating Mass. When he's celebrating Mass, because the Mass is not dependent on the actor. Mass is not dependent on the actor. It is not dependent on the actor. It is not dependent on the actor. It is dependent on God. But when you step aside, you are outside. You are in the realm of politics. You are in the realm of propaganda. I'll take you on. I'll take you on. I'll take you on. I will. I will take you on. I will take you on. We are all human beings. Eh? You can't be making such illogical arguments. Hey, give me a evidence for me to join this bandwagon. To say, the police vaipayo mundu, vamuchita dissolve musmuna. Give me some evidence. Not in Ngulu. Ingulu. Ntambo kubirive Ngulu shove iwe. Imuna imu kwangaroko. Birive Ngulu shove. Wasemuka. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me is dead? Why me is dead? Is this what if I believe it? If I believe it? If you are Ngulu, if you are Semuka, if I believe it. Ine mbomba reason. Bomba reason. Make an argument that I can understand. Make an argument that I can understand. And when I challenge you, hey, that's why you left the country. You are out of the country because of Hakainde Ichirema. Therefore, stick to the issue. Stick to the issue. Okay, yes, but is that the evidence that why me has been killed by the police? Hey, no, Hakainde Ichirema is made. Yes. But is that the evidence that why me has been killed? By the fact that I'm here. Is that the evidence? Eh? Is that the evidence? Be reasonable. That's all. That's what I ask you. That's all I ask you. Many of you don't respond to me. You don't respond on the issues. You go and start attacking me. Okay, fine. You can you can attack me. You can send them Shadnawad. It's okay. Hey, you can say, hey, I'm in exile. You can say, hey, Tautasha. Okay. But can you address the issue? Can you give me some evidence? Can you give me some evidence where the police are coming in? Can you give me some evidence? Can you give me some evidence to say where Waimi was staying? He's no longer there. And people have confirmed that he's not there. Because we might be arguing like this, and yet Waimi is sitting comfortably in the room. And yet he's sitting comfortably in the room. We might be talking all these things. And many times, you people, propaganda, you come. How many people have you killed in your imaginations? Your hero. That's why you're busy talking about it. Your hero, I can't say it. I mean, for me, that guy, I mean, it's a pity that I'm even talking about him. But I'm talking about him because, I mean, you are spreading this in the public domain. So I need to address it. Hey, why me has been killed? Why me has been killed? Ako kaisa monekera mkoti. Kaisa monekera mkoti. Hey, GPM has been killed. GPM is dead. GPM is dead. Akakena kamukashana kanguruaka. Kalaka mukashana kala. Mwai katate. Kalaka muntu. You know, social media, we come here, I always say that all of us who come to social media and talk too much, we have got issues. We have got issues behind. Kalaka mwancheka langa kalisa vaila katamba kali kwa tobu afya. Aupo wawo wafya. Pali wo wafya. And the only way she covers whatever she has behind is to come on social media no kube pavantu. GPM has been killed. GPM has been killed. Uyo GPM. Nishitaka tuishi mbana kujantemba ya South Africa. Hapa Tureland. Di mbana ku South Africa ya kujantemba. Opo wa GPM.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.